Hey guys, we went out of town and my husband bought me a surprise, and I now have the Soft Glam palette. I'm sorry, I said glam.
Do it
It's
again.
not glam. Okay, I'll start over. Hey everyone, it's Kendi Jane. On today's video, we're gonna try out some new eye looks. My husband bought me a gift and surprised me with the Soft Glam palette. It's so beautiful. The outside is just like the modern Renaissance outside. It's got that velour color. It's kind of an odd little color. It's a creamy, orangey cream color. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to do two little hooded eye looks with it. And I want to remind everybody to please subscribe. All you got to do is hit the button on the bottom. If you want to get notifications of any videos, just hit the bell. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And under the video, I put a note there. My nephew and niece have a little channel. They're learning how to video. They just started it, I guess a few months ago. And I'm trying to help him get to 100 subscribers. The link is under the video. It's Connor and Kinsley. So if you could help him get to 100 subscribers, I would really appreciate it. And he surely would too, and his little sister. Thank you so much. And like I said, we're going to do two eye looks. And I've been using this palette I've used every color. I've done like 5 looks with it. I've been playing around with it and wearing it every day. After we do the 2 looks, I'll give you my final review on the palette. And before we begin, I'll show you the swatches of the different colors. Okay. In our palette, we have 14 shades. 9 are matte, and 5 are duochrome and metallic. First color on the top row is Tempera. It's a matte velvety beige. Glistening is an iridescent gold with a hint of pink reflect. Then we have Orange Soda, a matte pastel peach, which is great for a transition color. Rose Pink, Rose Gold Shift Pink, with an iridescent hue. Then we have Sultry, which is a hybrid satin metallic finish with a warm chocolate brown. Then Bronze is a metallic gold bronze. The last color on the first row is a matte mulberry. First color on the second row is Dusty Rose, which is a matte dusty lilac. It's got a great undertone, and this is also a good transition color. Then we have Fairy, which is a multi-dimensional light gold. Then on to Burnt Orange, which is a matte deep orange. Then Sienna, which is a matte earthy brown. Then Rustic, which is a matte deep cinnamon brown. Cypress Umber, which is a matte dark coffee color. Then last is Noir, which is a matte deep carbon black. 2 of these colors are replicated from the Modern Renaissance palette. The 2 are Burnt Orange and Cypress Umber. Our first hooded eye demo here is the linear technique, which is the straight line technique. What I'm doing here, I am using the transition color Orange Soda. I'm using the Sigma E25 brush, and I'm putting that color Orange Soda in my crease and above. This is my transition color, and you want to go a little bit higher than your crease. And remember, with a hooded eye, you always have to go that much higher, but stay away from your eyebrow. Now I'm dipping into Mulberry with my Sephora Pro drawing brush, which is number 41. It's a great pointed brush to use for your crease application. And I just keep dipping in and darkening up my crease And remember, my hooded eye, I go a little bit above my crease. Now, if you're doing this linear technique, remember, when you're looking straight ahead with your eyes open, you want to make a little mark on your hood right above the crease while your eyes open, and that's where you're gonna go. That's the highness you're gonna go, and you just keep shearing out that shade and shearing out. And I go back and forth with the two brushes. I'll blend. I'll go back to my Sigma E25. It's a nice fluffy brush. Put a little orange soda and blend out all the edges of that dark mulberry. And I just keep darkening my crease. And this video would be so long if I wouldn't have sped it up. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just going back and forth to my transition color, blending. Then I'll go back to my drawing brush. I'll dip back into the mulberry, darken up the outer edge of my look. You know, you can see where I darken up on my lid on the outer edge. And then I do like what they call it, a backward 7 rather than a V when you have hooded eyes. And you just keep darkening up your crease in that line of the 7. And that's how you do a hooded eye look. To do a basic hooded eye look, this is what I call a basic look. You need 3 shades. You need your light shade for your lid. You can use either a light matte, or you can use a light shimmery color or a medium shimmery color. Use a dark color for your crease, and then a medium transition color. And I'm just basically working on my crease. It's a little powdery, some of the shades, especially the lid color I used. I used rose pink. It's a beautiful shimmery shade. And I put that on my lid, blended that in. And that's what it, I used my finger for the lid color, because I felt that application was the best. And then you take your brush and you blend in that dark color with your shimmery color on the outer edge. And then I took a black eyeliner, and I'm going to darken out mostly the outer edge of my eye. I kind of like tight line it on the outer edge of it. And then I used the Benefit Badgal Bang Mascara to finish off my look. And I just kept adding different layers and layers, trying to get my lashes long. And this mascara really is nice. If you ever try it, you'll see the wand of the mascara is very limber. It bends very easily. I've never had a mascara like this, and I think it puts the pressure when you bend it on the lashes itself. And I just kept applying, and you'll see how long my lashes look after I apply this. But I just kept applying it, and then I'll apply some to my lower lashes. But this is your basic linear hooded eye look. Okay, what I'm doing here is I dipped into the mulberry with a Morphe M156 brush, and I'm just putting a little shadow under my eyes. And this is the finished look. I closed my eyes, but I'm smiling and my wrinkles are showing on top of my eyelids. Sorry about that. I should have tried to straighten them out. But this is the linear hooded eye look. Okay, what I'm doing here is my rainbow hooded eye look. What I did, I took Sienna, which is a matte earthy brown, on my Sephora drawing brush number 41, and I packed on the color in my inner corner and my outer corners of my eye. And you just keep dipping and packing on that color. And you can see how I kind of angled it. This, you just have to take it slow. That's the best thing to do. If you go too high, just clean it off or put some skin colored shadow over it, and just put it a little lower. You don't want it too close to your eyelid. And you just pack on that color until you have it the darkness you would like it. You see, I just keep adding and adding here. Then I kind of connected the two at the top. Then you take your fluffy brush. I use my Sigma E25, and I dipped into the transition color Burnt Orange. It's a deep orange color, and I used that on top of it like a halo. And I was just a little bit higher than my crease because of the hooded eye. And you just keep adding and you keep blending. And what I do different with this halo eye, I call it a rainbow, because I'll take another color, a darker color, and what I do, the inner arch of the rainbow, I add a darker color. I'll go on top of the sienna, and I put Cypress Umber, which is a matte dark coffee color. And so we have in the inner side of your rainbow, you're going to have the coffee color. In the outer portion of your rainbow, you're going to have sienna. And at the top, blending it all in, you're going to have burnt orange as your transition color. And you use that to blend out all the colors. And I just kept blending and adding color where I needed it. And like I said, if you don't want to go too high with this. You just want to go right above your crease of your eye. And to find that point, you just open your eye and make that little dot with your eyes open right above your pupil color. And that's as high as you want to go. Okay, now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take some concealer. And I'm going to, in the center of my rainbow, I want to add some concealer, like to do like a cut crease almost. You see, I used Urban Decay concealer. I just put it a little bit on my eye, and I took my concealer brush and I just spread it like a thin layer right in the center. And just take your time with this. You really can't mess up, because anything you do that's you don't like, you can always fix. And with this, I did one eye at a time. No, I think I'm not sure. I thought I had put concealer, then put the color. But usually that's what I do. I'll put the concealer on one eye, then I'll come back with the color. And the color I put over the concealer is glistening. And it's I think it's a duochrome. It's an iridescent gold with a hint of pink reflect in it, and it's a beautiful color, beautiful light color. And you just put that in the center. Then around that light color, you want to get your fluffy brush or your drawing brush with a little of the darker color and blend in the edges of that gold color with that coffee color, so it has like a blended effect all around the light color. Now you can do this with more than 2 colors, your rainbow. Well, this is 3 colors. You could add another color on the outer part. You could do this with pastel colors, but I usually do it with earth tone colors or neutral colors. But this is my rainbow hooded eye. And I just kept blending and blending. This eye look took me probably 15 to 20 minutes. Just because you want to just pack on that color. You want it so dark because you want that contrast from the middle. And you really want to blend it out at the top with your sienna peeking through. And the burnt orange and that sienna and that cypress umber just go so well together. This palette, it's So easy to blend. The colors just all work well with each other. They are really compatible with each other. And with, I think there's 9 mattes I said. I love matte colors. But the more I play with these glittery colors, the more I'm starting to like them. Now, you don't want to ever put a glitter in the crease of your eye, because what you do with the dark colors, you want them to recede back. That hood, you want it to go back. You know, you don't want it to come forward on your eye. So you put a dark color, and then the light color on your lid comes forward because it's a lighter color. So, but all I'm doing here is just still blending. You just want to make sure it's very blended. Okay guys, this is my finished rainbow hooded eye look. It's my coined phrase. I tried to think of something different. I hope you like it. This is a beautiful look, and it really is easy to do. I hope everyone enjoyed those 2 demos of 2 new hooded eye looks. One I've shown before, that's my go-to, that straight line technique I call the linear technique. My final comments on the Soft Glam palette. I love this palette, maybe even more than the Modern Renaissance palette. The only 2 colors they duplicated were Cypress Umber and Burnt Orange. All the other colors are new, unless you have the singles. The palette is one of those that you can take on a trip. It has a full look you can do with this palette. You don't have to get any other colors from another palette. It has your matte tones. It has your transition colors. It has deep colors. It's just, when I look at a palette, I want to make sure that palette can be used by itself, because that's just the first thing I like about a palette. And this has everything. It has glittery shadows. It has shimmery shadows and a couple duochrome shadows. I really like this palette. The performance of the shadows was wonderful. They do have some fallout. I did my makeup before my eye looks just because I knew I would have fallout. But if I'm going to do it to go somewhere, I will do my eyes first and then my face. It is just a little powdery. It has fallout. But the pigmentation is awesome. And so easy to blend. Sometimes I tend to be just a little bit too heavy-handed, but I'm learning. Especially with these high-end palettes, you don't need to dip in. And if you're, I have trouble because sometimes I use low-end palettes, and you really have to dip into those sometimes. But these, they're just perfect. $42, or I think it's $42. It's well worth it. If you want to get a palette, a neutral palette you can use for any kind of look, this is the one. This is a great palette. Well, that's my video today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, don't forget about the giveaway. It's still going on. We have so many people getting so many entries. I'm so excited. And just thank everybody for watching my channel. I really appreciate all the subscribers, and thank you so much. And remember to subscribe. Ring that bell if you want notifications. And if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up. And until next time, bye.